do some kicking training. Go and do some kicking training. Okay. Go to the light. Get some tires. I've had Hades before when I'm training, like gaslight. Like kicking wrong, kicking wrong. My technique is not really bad. I hit hard and fast. So what he's saying, those haters are saying, Mike, you're kicking wrong. If that lands in your fucking kneecap or your shin bone or your rib cage or worse, your fucking cranium, you say because my technique is wrong, it wouldn't hurt you. Because in your mental ill-hated mind, it's like, Mike, you're kicking wrong. What do you think would happen if that kick I just threw landed on your fucking legs or your rib cage or your hip bone, any bone area? It can shatter bones. Here. If a knee is here and I kick to the knee, like that, what do you think will happen to that knee? If it hits the shin bone, what do you think will happen to the shin bone? Oh Mike, I'm saying you're kicking wrong. I'm kicking wrong. There's no man alive that can take the Mike South steel cap shoe kicks to bone and laugh it off. Not Brock Lesnar, not Captain America. There's no man alive that could take my steel cap shoe kicks to the knees or shin bone or rib cage or any other bone area and laugh it off. Guaranteed. But you're kicking wrong. No, bitch. You're just gaslighting. What do you think that was it to? It'll fuck you up inside of it. That's quite a lot of force. What do you think will happen if that hits in the shin bone or the kneecap? And I'm not like ready to do this. What I'm saying is, if you think about this as martial arts, and hey, you say, well, you're doing it wrong. Like, what are you actually saying? You're saying that if I will execute this technique on a person standing in front of me, here, that kick to the leg, it wouldn't hurt the person because in your mind, something that I'm doing is a little bit wrong or something like this. People are fucking mentally ill, delusional, liars. That's the problem. Accept reality, so deny it. You kick wrong, now you're speaking wrong. Living wrong, doing wrong. Anywhere this kick hits, it can fuck you up. And here's another thing of martial arts. It's not just the technique, it's who's using the technique. How physically powerful are you? How much testosterone do you have? What cardio do you have? Do you have fast twitch muscle fiber? Your grandma throwing a kick versus an able-bodied athletic man throwing the same kick. It's not just about the technique, it's about who's throwing the technique. If I would teach your grandma steel cap shoe fighting as a fighting system, And we are, okay, here's a kick, this straight kick to the leg. As she learns the technique exactly as I teach, she can do just like I do it. It still wouldn't hit as hard, understand? It wouldn't be as hurtful, it wouldn't be as damaging. Because the person is smaller, slower, physically frailer, weaker. So it's not just about the technique, it's about who's using the technique. A lot of people are too weak, lazy, and undisciplined to put in the work to become great or even pretty good at anything. See? They're not willing to fast, not willing to take the supplements, not willing to quit the sugar. Oh, speaking of which, I've been talking about sugar, and I've been eating less than 10 grams of sugar per day, and on a rare occasion give myself a cheat day, like a high sugar day. This month, up until now, I decided the last 30 days, no cheat meals this month, which means less than 10 grams of sugar day by day by day without any cheat meals. Take it to the next level. So, it's not magic, okay? I don't just wake up in the morning, be ripped with a six-pack and athletic, be able to hit hard and elbow strike and be physically powerful. Just by waking up and want to be like that. It's how I live my life day by day by day by day by day, what I do and what I don't do. That leads me being extraordinary shape and performing at an extraordinary level. And this is light training, but even like my lightest is hard, a lot of people's hardest. There's a lot of people, like I'm falling in right now, this is a breeze, I'm cruising. This is like light stuff. This is like, I'm not even going hard. But a lot of people could at their hardest not repeat this. So, these are steel caps. And if you don't believe me, even through this tape here, you should be able to hear it. Here. Okay, that's not my toes. I don't have implants, okay? Like Solid Snake in the American Solid game, it has got like an arm prosthesis that's made from steel. So what you hear there, that's nickel. That's not nickel. This is steel on steel right here. Sounds like having a nail. So these are steel cap shoes, protective shoes. So imagine what would happen if you get kicked in the shin bone or the kneecap or the rib cage, or worse case scenario, to the cranium with these. It's not fun and games, it will fuck you up. So don't use just like willy-nilly, okay? This is the real deal. It's all fun and games until the steel cap start landing on it. So we gotta do this, Nick. Here we go. Oh. I gotta show you what can happen. Here. This is bone hitting bone. And pro athletes, the toughest of the cream of the crop. This is not your average Joe that I see in the supermarket when I go shopping, that has brittle bones. These are people that live to fight. They have been living dedicated, making sacrifices, not being lazy, saying no to junk food, training harder if they don't feel like it, giving up comfort and choosing hardness, living day by day by day by day to be as strong as they can physically for this moment, It's not just about the fight, okay? Anderson Silva, Chris Weidman, they just wake up this day, they've been like an average Joe, drinking beer in front of the TV every day, and just walking the octagon and look and do this. No, they live as fighters, okay? They train, they have discipline. So, okay, sensitive use be advised. See, here we go. That's, he kicks with his shin bone. You have a bone, it's called smalbenet in Swedish, the thin bone, direct translated, the narrow bone, okay? The narrow bone, smalbenet, the shin. So from the knee to the ankle, you have the shin bone. So he's kicking with his shin bone. and it looks like it hits the knee, or right under the knee, of Chris Weidman. This is Anderson Silva. And oh, sensitive viewers be advised. Look at that. Look at that. So that's what can happen if these techniques land on you. And if you deny it, you're delusional and crazy. This common sense. Meaning, if I have a hammer and hit a coconut, it breaks a coconut, and you see me hitting a coconut, like if that, and I'm going, if I would do this technique on a human head, it could kill them. No, Mike, you could never kill them. Your technique is wrong. Do you understand? These people like this are mentally ill. They're like delusional. They don't want to believe that anything I'm doing is effective. Okay? That's the issue. Where it's like they're in denial. Okay? They got crocodiles biting them in denial. They're living in the river. Cry me a river while you're living in denial. Okay? And maybe you can make denial great again. Okay? Cry me a river in the river Nile. Okay? So, that's what can happen if you get kicked by this. If I kick you in the head, you could die. I'm not joking. If I kick you, especially to the side of the head, which I can do, you can die. Understand? Which is why a lot of my kicks in training is to the lower level and not to the cranium. Because the cranium kicks will only come into play if it's really serious. Like you're fighting somebody that has a knife or something like this. Okay. So here's the point. Steel cap shoe is a fighting system I've developed, discovered, developed, and been training. And it can be very effective. So cap shoe kicks, okay, are very effective. They have great damaging potential. It's similar to punch with brass knuckles, you could say. It's similar to that. We're more likely to break a person's jawbone if you hit him with brass knuckles in the jawbone than if you hit him with your fist, okay? You're more likely to break the bone if a boxer would have brass knuckles in his head and hit with a hook to this jawbone here. It's more likely to break your jawbone with just one hook here. If he's holding brass knuckles in his hand. You're not about. You understand? So, toe kicks can be used. I've been training toe kicks for years now, and it sounds like I'm training. You know, it's like it's been years since I made my first video doing things like this, and I never stopped. It's like maybe once a month, once every week. Okay, so here's the point. I saw in one FC, one fighting championship, whatever it's called, a guy who pulled that off in a fight, and it was effective without steel cap shoes, okay? Because I know that has steel cap. So he was doing the techniques that I was doing. That people have been laughing like, there's no way to fight. Look at him kicking up like that into the face. There's no way to talk about. But a pro apparently used the same technique that I've been training. See, one FC, the silencer. Toe kick. You can search silencer toe kick, and he pulled that same kick that I've been. Meaning I figured this out myself, like how to fight with steel cap shoes. It's what a toe kick is, and I see that show up in a fight, like a clip where a guy pulls off the same type of kick all around steel cap shoes. I've been training with steel cap shoes. Where it's like steel cap, here's another way I can attack one that makes sense. Okay. And I'm sure it's been haters, but Jesus Christ, they're kicking like that, they're supposed to kick like that. Okay, but it's a pro martial artist kicks like that. Without the steel caps, and it's effective without the steel caps. Kicking under here. Okay. Like uppercut kick. I call it the uppercut kick. Okay. And he pulled it off in a fight, and he landed, and it hit hard. You can see the guy he took one. It's similar to boxer's uppercut. They're beautiful. It's really beautiful to see him do that. Okay. It's like, that takes full credit for like Steven Seagal. I taught him the kick. I thought, Seagal, he taught you teach me. Like this, it's like Anderson Silva. Yeah, he teach me the kick. It's like, here's the story.
Steve Seagal is a press conference shaking hands with celebrities. If you win any fight after that point, you take full credit for victory. If Steve Seagal shakes hands, he'd be like, and you get in a street fight, ball fight, you win, he'd be like, yeah. Yeah, I taught him that technique. I told him. Okay, so anyway, it's important. Yeah, so that guy, the silencer, he had a kick. I like it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful kick. And he kicked him right on the chin there with the toes. Okay, that's high risk, high reward, because there's so many ways you can hurt yourself without the steel caps. See, so the whole point of steel caps, it hurts the person being kicked by me more, and I can hit harder without being hurt. See, it hurts the person more, the cap kicks, the toe kicks, with steel caps. And it hurts me less, which means I can kick harder. I can kick to bony areas where I would have broken my toes or snapped my foot if I wasn't wearing special shoes. So steel cap shoe fighting is a very important self-defense martial art form. And obviously, that's not the end all be all. You can mix in using Muay Thai, elbow strikes, punches, knees, and everything else, trips. It's not that, oh, I got the steel caps. I can only throw toe kicks now in self-defense. No. You have hands, you have all kinds of stuff. So now, a lot of times, like how I train is dividing up the training. There's no man alive that will take any of these techniques that I'm training, like what I'm doing to those fucking tires. If that land of a human, any human, there's no man alive that will be able to laugh it off. Not Brock Lesnar in his prime. Search Brock Lesnar. He looks like Conan the Barbarian on roids or something like this. If I kick him in his legs, in the knee or shin bone, he'll be hurt. There's no man alive that could receive these techniques. They're like laugh it off and be unaffected by it. Unless you're Wolverine in the X-Men Marvel universe, where you have your bones are adamantium, like a titanium adamantium. Every bone in your body has been replaced with some supernatural fictitious metal. Okay. Now, don't try anything you see me doing this live stream at home. Disclaimer time, everybody. Get your popcorn, disclaimer time. Hey, Dad, come, hurry up. Mike's got to do the disclaimer again. Okay, so yeah. This is an 18 plus on the stream. Hide the kids, hide the wife. Don't try anything you see me do at home. And abide by local laws regarding self-defense and use of weapons at all times. Training and defending. Okay? In the blue corner. Oh, something like this. Yes. So we're going to train in the blue corner. We go live. This is the double tap kick. I go left, right, 2 straight kicks. Here. One, two. And there's so many ways you can do it. You can do a jump step. Here. Or here. Rumbling didn't see what I was showing. I was over tipping the fight. Please widen and listen to see what you can serve. Yep. More cakes. Go light.
Hey. Right rib cage. Hey. This is what I call facial reconstruction surgery kicks. This largely is brought to you by dentist and jaw surgeon. That's a joke. I was a joke once that I can keep to the hair. Hey. Hey. Red deformant on right steps. This is nice very much more straight. Mix up a little bit. folds up. This is my favorite knife of all the knives I have, which are not a lot. I have like 3 El Cheapo knives. But out of the 3 knives that I have, cheap ones, this is my favorite, cold steel, mini leather neck. Tires are really tough. There's a reason why you see them at shooting ranges and at the side of racetracks and things like this. Something needs to be able to absorb a lot of energy without start flying into million pieces. Tires are used. The lighter. And I'm going up and I kick it out like this. Change the course on. Do some more uppercut kicks here. The left. And this landing anywhere across this line is an effective kick. If it lands here, the same technique is effective. See, here it's to the shin bone with a knee. Increase the distance, hip bone or groin area. See, same kick. A little bit higher, little rib cage. Even higher, uppercut kick. Wait. Hey. This is your regular kicks. kick, well, kick white fish. What's up, Cole? Hey. Hey. I'm a figure skater, a figurator. I figure things out. I go Roman chapter 8 now. This is a 1 in 25,000 physique. Uncommon monks, they're uncommon men. Only 1 in 25,000 men about 35 years old have a six-pack. I'm staying hard, ripped with a six-pack at 36. As a matter of fact, my wife told me when flexing for a video call once, looks like you have 8-pack now. And I noticed that myself when I have two muscles that started popping out here. I guess from not having low T and like not even once a week starting to do this exercise where I'm hanging from the pull-up board and raising my leg. Maybe I've done that 10 times the last 6 months or something. And if you don't have low T, apparently that's enough to upgrade a 6-pack to an 8-pack. Where it looks like I got an 8-pack now. See here, it's like two little here. So it's starting to go from a 6-pack to an 8-pack. By the way, I showed you the exercise. Basically it's this. Start with a dead head. And then go knees to nipples. Did some shadow boxing. Wind down. This is a block. Okay. Crazy, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as fools. Maybe it's not too late. And this is what you can do with conditioned knuckles. So what I hit with that power punch in shadowboxing is this edge right here, which would have broken most men's hand. If you hit that. You can search my YouTube channel for superhero training, punching steel. And you can see what I can do. So all of that conditioning is paid off because I've got to end this, go to the ER, I heard something snap, and okay, normally it's what would happen to the average guy hitting something this centimeter out of wood that hard is what I just did. By going a little bit too forward. So all that time conditioning my knuckles and my fingers has paid off. And it's, I can feel a little bit of, but it's not nothing major. Yeah. Sometimes I hold pads for myself like this. So I'm kicking some of the type of elbow strikes. And then attack it too. Now that gives me a respect for my own power because I'm not even trying to make it hard. It's like shadow boxing intense a lot of times. I focus on accuracy and I can really feel the hardness of that elbow and the power of it. It's like you just know this. Like I feel how that's like in the palm of my hand, which is like padded. Like if that would have been here or here or here or here, it's like even the shadow boxing power level is sufficient to hurt. Or here, here, this, here or here. So here, that's what my favorite elbows. Here. It goes from down here. A lot of times I start from here, the power shots. So even if I'm up here before, I go here before I throw something powerful. That's telegraphing, no bitch. Don't stop telegraphing, get better telegraphing. If you telegraph fast enough, it starts being telegraphing. If I go like this, see, I'm throwing up a punch, if I go, see, that same movement only sped up, and it's faster because of blur of speed, you can't see what I'm doing. So here, this is telegraphing. Here, that I'm gonna do, or like even here. Like here, if I go, okay, here's telegraphing. Okay, here, now if I go, see, and from this hand start moving from here, it's gone here and then landed here within like a third of a second. So it's fast enough with telegraphing. If you get fast enough at telegraphing, stop telegraphing. So here, see here, or here. See, I go down here, but I'm fast enough to where like, but as soon as I start leaving here, I will ride here within like a third of a second. This is a very explosive elbow strike from here, which if I'm being like pushed up here, I have enough space to land this power, bro, which can end it. Like if I'm being given the court, I can throw this in. And if it lands on the guard, wherever it lands, it's enough power. Especially if I can get some space and then step inward, it becomes super powerful. So from here, see, I can land this here, where I go up and then crash downward. Yeah. Or step in here. See here. And the power is like here. So from here, see here. And just a board rotation without a lot of muscle. It becomes really good. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Let's actually throw some of these and land them.
Well, it's not too late. This is the bee's knees and elbows all at the same time. Honeycomb, black and yellow. Thunderbolts of lightning, very, very frightening. Galileo, Galileo, Figaro, Magnifico.
You have enough space? Yes. Go pretty light. See here. Lighter. Kick right, no, kick right, bitch. Right in the tape downs. Let's do form kick. Shit happens. This is the Mora Kniv Pro Robust, which has rust. This is the Cold Steel Mini Legendneck Double Edge, which is my favorite of the two. You talk about weapons. This is more of an all-round tool knife, and it's not rust proof, as you can see, but as a stabbing implement it works. I'm more concerned about it having a piercing tip that I can thrust with and stab with than the sharpness here. I was stabbed at times before. Let's do a little bit more of that. Here's a good grip. I've talked about this before in knife fighting martial arts training streams. Here's a grip, basic grip. Some at the back here. Here's an augmentation of this grip. Pinky at the bottom and thumb here. Let's use that for some stabs here. And it's strong enough. See? Versus this, which I feel it's closer to my hand sliding over here and there. So this, I prefer this grip for powerful stabs. See, here. Pinky at the bottom. This är morakniv Pro Robust. And then, here's another grip. Here's a grip. Here's a better grip for a lot of things. Thumb at the bottom. See? Don't try this at home. It'd be nigh impossible to get this. Well, it'd be a lot harder to get it really sharp because it's rusty. Here's the mini Lyric double edge. Let's try it to the side of a tire here. Same grip. Ebro keel. There's another grip. There's another one. Don't try this at home. Okay. Do this. Alcohol pad. I get some of this rubber off. Robert Baker, the narcissistic scumbag, is a Christian pastor. He recently exposed more of his narcissistic baby boy man-child character. Take responsibility for yourself, Robert Baker. Go up. Take responsibility. It was like, yeah, I got sleep apnea and I'm trying to get rid of my gut. I blame the American food. I blame the American food. All the ultra process. That's a narcissist that is stuck in accountability. I've dealt with this before. When I talk to Americans, I eat less than 10 grams of sugar. I fast. Well, everything in America is sugar. No, it's the same as Sweden, the supermarket. So Robert Baker, who's like, he's soft and fat, he's like, I got health problems and I'm trying to get rid of my belly. I blame the American processed food. Take responsibility, narcissistic man-child. In the supermarket, can you buy pork chops? Yes or no? Is everything you buy in the store processed? Where it's like, well, it's chicken meat dipped in breadcrumbs, what is it called? When you fry it in McDonald's, chicken nuggets. Is it like McDonald's, is that the only type of chicken they have in the supermarket where you live? It's like chicken nuggets like McDonald's sell you, or KFC. Or do you have like chicken legs there? It's only meat, and if you look at the ingredients, chicken meat. Is that not available in America? The problem is you, not the American supermarket. When I go shopping, I go and I look, see, it's like gotta be gluten-free, low sugar. So they can buy Heinz tomato beans, maybe that has like 2 or 3 grams of sugar per can or something, really low. You're the problem, Lord Baker. Look, I got a belly, and I have health problems. I'm not a health, I got a belly. I blame the American diet. We're not talking about autism here, where I blame the Swedish government. Autism is something that happens before, when you're a child, before the age of accountability. See? Autism is not something you come down with in adulthood. It's something, so even if it was something that the child did themselves, they would still be beneath the age of accountability. See? And it's not something that the child does themselves. Here's the point. It's not autism, where I can blame the Swedish government for my autism, because it makes sense, logical sense. Now, you as an adult has been choosing to live in a way that's made you fat because you're lazy. See, that's why you're overweight. And then he blames like the narcissist. I might have to make sure cut remix his video and then do something like this. But here's the point: that this is not a power knockout punch. This is just like in the middle of a street. Okay, this is like a warm up in case I end up fighting him. Okay, so Rob Baker made a video. Oh yeah, I'm feeling under the weather, I'm sick, I got this problem. This guy here, my brother's gonna preach today instead of me. Okay. And I got sleep apnea and this and that health problem, and I'm trying to get rid of this, and he slaps his belly. Like, my belly, I'm trying to get rid of my belly. Now I blame the American food. Everything is like highly processed food. Take responsibility for yourself. Do you understand? Is that if I choose to go to the liquor store and buy vodka and drink it every day, and I got pain in my liver, and I go, oh, I blame the liquor store because I got pain in my liver. Well, I put on my shoes, walk down, and choose to buy it. See? Okay, so here's the point. Stop blaming. You got to take responsibility. Well, everything is processed. You are the problem. I go to the Swedish supermarket, and it's pretty much like the American supermarket, very close. If I go look, 000, Kellogg's, Frosties, all the American brands, it's like 90% an American store. See, Swedish stores. It's like Kellogg's, Frosties, Cocoa Puffs, the American brands, Snickers, okay, Mars, Snickers bars, Coca-Cola, Pepsi. And I walk in the same supermarket, but I don't end up putting these processed foods in my cart and checking out what it say. I go, here's mackerel in tomato sauce. No sugar, tomato sauce and mackerel fillet. See, it's not with hydrogenated vegetable or sugar and smoke aroma and this and that process. They have processed foods, okay? But it's like, I'm looking for mackerel fillet tomato sauce. Ingredients, tomato sauce and mackerel, okay? It's pretty much it, okay? Heinz tomato beans, baked beans in tomato sauce, white beans in tomato sauce. That has a puny amount of sugar. I think if you had a whole can, it's like 4 or 6 grams or something, somewhere in the ballpark. Less than 10 grams of sugar in a Heinz beans in tomato sauce can. Less than 10 grams of sugar. So if I have one whole can for my omelet meal with some other stuff, there'll be still like only 10 grams of sugar in a day. See? So you live in a world where you can choose, Robert Baker, to go to the supermarket and buy pork chops. I'm blaming the American diet, everything is processed, like a little child. You're choosing to buy the processed food. I haven't bought cereal. Every time I go to the store, like the last 100 times, not one time did I pick cereal, just because it's there, cereal. Oh, it's highly processed with sugar stuff. I'm not buying it. I walk past it, I don't buy it, see. The problem is you in the supermarket, oh, this makes me feel hungry, put it in my cart. And it ends up being processed, okay? See? Where if I go to the supermarket shopping, they have Snickers, they have potato chips, they have ice cream, they have Coca-Cola, they have chicken nuggets, where it's like chicken highly processed in the freezer. But they also have what I buy there, frozen meat, which is like chicken clubs, chicken breasts, chicken legs,
okay, different cuts of chicken in a bag, and it's just frozen meat in a bag. See, like fillet, chicken fillet, and you look at chicken, okay, it's ingredient, frozen. They have pork chops, pre-cut. They have like a blister pack, or like 5 or 10 or like a kilo, whatever, like 5 pork chops in the cooling, okay, place, not frozen. But 5 pork chops, ingredients, pork meat, okay. See, that's one ingredient, and it's not like coated in batter and marinated in all this processed with all the stuff. Understand? It's you choosing to buy. When I go shopping, it's like, pork chops, 5 pack of pork chops. That's 5 omelet meals. See, that's not the whole meal. It's gonna be other stuff, but it's part of an omelet meal. Like I can have 1 pork chop per omelet meal. That gives me 5 days omelet meals. Okay, what is that? Frozen meat. It's not processed. Now in the same store, in the freezing aisle, they have like marinated pork ribs. Okay, and then if you look at the ingredients, it's like pork meat and then like 12 other ingredients. See, so the problem is you choosing to buy the processed stuff. You mean to tell me that there's no store in America that has what's available in Sweden? Was like you can find processed stuff, yeah, but you can also go and find like pork chops or like cat fillet. Was like this meat is just this meat. See, I'm like a butcher or so the issue is not the store. Is not when you go shopping or baker having a guy with a gun and be like, put this in your cart, you mother effer. Put the Snickers bars in your cart, you mother effer. And the Coca-Cola, okay? And then it's like they follow you home and like watch you eat it. Okay, you gotta eat it. That's not the story, the story, okay? It's like you go in there and you pull off whatever. So big corporal, they're bad for like marketing. Like do you understand? We talk about morally on an individual level. It was like a guy who's like, I'm trying to get people addicted to like toxic sugar to make more money, and I know it like kills people, so like this, it makes them fat. But I'm trying to market it well enough to get people to keep buying my sugary products. Now that's a problem with his heart. Now, as long as it's not forcing you to buy the sugary stuff, it's like, do you understand? I smoke cigarettes. It's like this. I'm choosing to go and buy the cigarettes. It's not like L&M bastards. Okay, they put this got cigarettes. I'm choosing to buy that. Okay, so you gotta take responsibility for yourself. So Robert Baker is a man-child, a narcissist, a narcissistic dirtbag. He's either like 90% a narcissist or a full-fledged one. Okay, I can tell. I'm good at reading people, and I spend enough time studying him. So Robert Baker is ranging from highly narcissistic to full-fledged narcissist. And it's a case in point in his recent video where he is dodging the lazy beans of responsibility. Where it's like, oh yeah, I'm sick and unhealthy and I don't feel that good right now and I would like to get rid of my belly. I blame the processed food in society. It's real hard to find good food. You're a liar. It's the same in Sweden where I go to the ICA supermarket or ÖB, another big brand chain, or Willys or Coop. They have processed food there. They have ice cream. They have Coca-Cola. They have candy. But they also have chicken fillets where if I look at it, ingredients, chicken. Oh, okay. I don't want processed food. I buy a bag of chicken and bring it home. See? And ingredients, deboned chicken meat or something like this. Okay. Well, it's chicken legs. See? They have like a 2 kilo bag of chicken legs. And it's like ingredients, chicken. Okay. See? Then there's like chicken breast. Okay. They have different cuts of chicken. And so it's like every store in Sweden, major supermarket, it's like America. They have a lot of processed food. And the processed food is like what's in your face a lot of times if you're in the store. And you have to like learn to find what's not processed. See? You have to become a supermarket weirdo. Same as if you got gluten intolerance, where you had to be like look at the fine print to make sure everything you're about to put in the cart doesn't have gluten in it. Do you understand? So you have to become a supermarket weirdo for your health. Like me, okay? Where it's like you gotta buy something and you spend some time thinking about it. And like you're looking at it and the ingredients And maybe, oh, they have this brand of tomato sauce. Let's check the budget brand. Oh, it has 2 grams less sugar per 100 gram of product. I'm picking the one with low sugar or something like this. Or it could be, well, it's cheaper and has 1 gram more sugar. So this is I'm buying the cheaper one this time. So that's the point. You have to take responsibility for yourself. It is like if I started, I haven't had a drop of alcohol for more than 6 months. I think it's 7 months now. I took a full year sober challenge, which means I stopped drinking 100%. And it's got to be 7 months now, like sharp plus. Like last time I talked about it, it's like 7.5 something. Now, in this city, they have a liquor store. So it's like, yeah, downtown, oh, I see the sign there, liquor or something like this. Or like I can see the borders through the window as I'm walking around town. It's like, oh yeah, there's alcohol there. I can go in there and buy alcohol, okay? But nobody's making me, okay? So if I start like, oh, I'm just walking downtown, going to the liquor store, buy whiskey, go home and drink it, and I keep doing that every day, okay? And then like flash forward 12 years later, I got pain in my liver and I got like yellow skin like jaundice, and I feel under the weather. I blame the Swedish corporations, okay? I just blame the Swedish corporations. No, it's like you could have gone and bought like a fruit juice or something like this, which is not really good for you, but it's going to be a lot less bad for sure than drinking whiskey, okay? It's like they're going to have like orange juice in the supermarket. You go, I want something to pour in my body, okay? Orange juice. Given the choice of like whiskey and orange juice, I believe that the orange juice is less bad for your health, okay? Safe to say. So if I started, the point is this, if I started drinking, getting drunk every day, and then after 6 years I started having liver pain, and I go, yeah, I blame, it's in society, there's so many bad things in society. Yeah, you can buy alcohol, but nobody's forcing you to. So, here's the point. Now, really, the problem is when they outlaw things that are good for you. That's what you can blame these bastards for. Where they make things that are good for you illegal. Okay, that's when you just like, I could be healthier, but it's illegal for me to do things that can make me healthier. See, now you got a real argument there. But it's like, just because it's being sold in the supermarket doesn't mean you have to check out with it. So you have to take responsibility. Now notice how I'm a guy who's ripped with a six-pack like an example of discipline contrast to the average man. And I had to make a video to this leading man, Pastor Robert Baker. Like, here's how a man ought to be, okay, my son. You have to take accountability. So the guy who's ripped with a six-pack is the guy who's disciplined and takes responsibility for what he puts in his body. And the guy who's like, I don't like my body and I'm under the weather, he's the guy who's blaming the external world. This narcissism. Narcissism is a path to failure because part of improving and excelling and becoming or maintaining your extraordinary level of looks or performance, something like this, is being honest with yourself and blaming yourself, accepting blame, and being honest, well, what am I doing? I've been feeling worse. It's like, I've noticed I have more anxiety. Oh, I haven't been exercising for a few days. That could be why I feel more stressed today. See? It's like, oh yeah, I took a cheat meal. And I notice how I feel a little bit more depressed or something like this. So I'd be like, yeah, I could feel better if I hadn't chosen to take a cheat meal last week or something like this. See? So that's the type of person I am. That's constantly scanning and making adjustments. Where I went from less than 10 grams of sugar per day consistently, day by day, as opposed to 88 plus grams the average American consumes according to statistics. 88 grams of sugar per day is what the average American consumes daily. Whereas I've been getting less than 10. So here's how much I've been. Little to no sugar. Like sub 10 grams a month, day by day, and eating on one time per day, doing moment fasting. For years now. And it's like once in a blue moon, eating more than one time and having a high sugar day. So maybe 1 to 4 cheat days in a month, okay? So it's like 1 or 2 weeks, less than 10 grams of sugar per day, and then it's like, you know what, this week I'll take a cheat period. Buy some cookies, candy, whatever, ice cream, whatever. Chocolate, and I have like 1 or 2 days of eating sweets, okay? And then it's like off it again. Now, what I decided to do is I'm already more disciplined average person because I fast 20 hours per day and eat less than 10 grams of sugar as opposed to 80 plus. And the average American is addicted to sugar. which makes it impossible to fast like I do when I feel really bad all the time. So here's the point. After already getting to that was like I'm standing out in I'm eating really low amounts of sugar compared to the average person. See, the average person consumes more than 50 grams of sugar per day, and I've been getting less than 10 day by day by day by day by day. Okay, and then once in a blue moon, a cheat day where it's like I pig out and eat ice cream and then like this and that. Okay, and it's like 1 or 2 days and then it's over. So why do it's complicated a bit to explain the cheat days, because it's been like I go to the super, I'm taking a cheat day today. I go buy an ice cream, okay, and maybe wine gums, and I eat half the ice cream tonight, okay, and then there's some left over tomorrow. And I finish the sugary stuff the day after, so it'd be like 2 days in a row. So it's like a 48-hour cheat period or so. So that makes the point. This last month, I took it to the next level. Go, okay, I'm gonna get less than 10 grams of sugar, stay on the low sugar diet, and no cheat meals this month. Which means when I was doing my shopping for the month ahead, which I do, which I buy food a lot of times for the long term. And I've also done it the other way, which I can shop on a weekly basis. Now here's the point. I decided this month, you know what, no cheat meals this month. No cheat meals. No cheat meals. And I just stuck to it. 30 days, no cheat day. And I feel better. Now here's the point. I've been out of supplements for a few days. So I've been feeling the difference. But I know that I would have been feeling a lot worse if I hadn't had like a low sugar month. So if I would have been recently eating sugar and been low or out of supplements, it would have been worse. So, yeah. So here's the thing, I'm a persecuted Christian talking with gang stalk and talking videos. And I'm not going to stop talk about that. So if you don't like that, you stop watching my videos. I got to keep talking about it, understand? I'm going to keep talking about it. I got to keep getting word about gang stalking. Every day if I feel like it. The dude New World Order doesn't like me because I stomp around and kick people in the mouth. This is a joke. But mentally I'm doing it. Okay? So it's like, here's the point. The New World Order doesn't like me because I stomp around and I don't shave my armpits. Okay? And I don't wear deodorant with aluminum in it. Okay? They don't like me. Okay? They want people to be like slurping on like sugar. This sugar. More sugar. In water. More. It's like the Men in Black 2 movie. There's an alien that comes, sugar in water. Give me sugar in water. And he's like, the woman's like, push it more. He goes, more. And she goes, more. I go, oh, these like cockroaches that come out of his mouth. Ew. Okay. Yeah. Nasty iced tea, okay? Got sugar in it. So it's the point. I think so. So here's the point. Beware, okay? Beware the trap of your ego. Too much ego. Maurice, okay? Too much ego, okay? So here's the point. Beware the ego trap of not taking responsibility, aka sinfulness, aka narcissism, aka selfishness. It's like you don't want to accept that you have flaw, see, something wrong, that you mess up, that you are blamable, see. That's issues like, yeah, I'm not happy with my body. And it's not as a human adult, 18 until today, 18 years old, I've been choosing to live in a way that gave me this body. See, that's not the issue. It's well, the America, all the processed food. Who's choosing to buy the processed food month by month by month by month by month by month since 18 until now? Producing the physique that you now have. You are the person that's been controlling your life. What you spend money on. The supplements you haven't been buying. The junk food you have. The exercise you have been doing. You've been busy focusing on making money on YouTube. Okay? And you haven't been caring about the truth. Okay? Where it's like, you should have been learning some things. And you could have been listening to me on the Seriously Punk. You would be a lot better off. So, be that to see God is not marked, front and man, so they will also reap. So
So yeah. Oh, Robert Baker, who's targeted for the gang stalking program, is having a hard time breathing and said that he's worried about going to sleep because he might die in his sleep. Oh, that's but I haven't had the opinion told me video, and I've seen you targeted for this program. So either you're lying and making things up, or it is like the hand of God. Okay, either like you're playing a con game. Okay, or it's like because it's uncanny when I see some of these people that have targeted for the gang stalking program. But what I'm saying is this: I was put in a psych once for speaking the truth about flying monkeys targeted for the gang stalking program, and they do the Darwin technique, where it's like, oh, Mike is the problem. He's reacting to us abusing him repeatedly, and he's the crazy person. It's like, oh, we're worried about this guy. He's crazy. The guy who's been saying we've been abusing him secretly, covertly, with narcissistic always abuse tactics. Oh, he's paranoid crazy. He thinks we're doing this to him. Okay. So anyway, I got put in a psych ward. I'm like, I was thinking, this might be it. Okay, they might Epstein in here. They might have like an inmate plant or whatever, poison my food, make me have an accident, or like Mike unalived himself. Okay, in there was found unalived. Okay, so I was like, if I go to sleep here, I might not wake up tomorrow on Earth. Now I wasn't scared. I made peace with it. It's like, yeah, this might be it. And it was like irking. It was like, yeah, I don't know, this might be it. Prayed, said my prayers. Didn't have any vitamins to take, so I could only do like 50% of the Hulk Hogan protocol. Okay, so. And they didn't let me have an American flag in there, but I had it in spirit, the spirit of 1776. So here's the point. Okay, the dying, I was thinking I might die for my freedoms in here. So here's the point for standing up for not going quietly, but like, oh yeah, I've let the government bully me all the time. I'm not even gonna make videos saying I'm mad about the government picking on me all the time. So, oh, Mike is talking about what we're doing to put him in the psych ward. Oh, okay. With the fentanyl, put a fentanyl on him or stuff like this. Put him in a straitjacket and give him the drugs and stuff like this. That might have been coming if I would have stayed in there long enough. They might have gotten like a tailor-made custom straitjacket for me and like some kind of a implant that is like dosing me with like ungodly substances 24/7 or something like this. Okay, so I don't know, but here's the point: things that didn't happen in other news, things that didn't happen when I was in the cycle. So here's the point: you're watching Mike SAHA live on YouTube. Okay, so here's the point. Yeah, so I was thinking when I got put in the cycle, this might be it. They might take me out of here. And the reason I was in the cycle is not for being crazy, by reacting to tyranny and abuse, being taught with gang stalking, and it's impossible not to be affected by it. And I was affected by it and reacted to it and responded to it. So it's like, I'm a total bit of put in the cycle. There's a point. Okay, his mom is murdered. Illegals. Or for this. Yeah, okay. His Mike has freedom in the psych ward. Or for this. There's the point. Illegals. For this. So that's the point. His Mike has freedom. Okay. In the psych ward. So here's the point. I got put in a psych ward. I was thinking if I go to sleep, they might take me out in my sleep. Okay, like Epstein, without being Epstein. Okay, I don't have like one pedo island over here. Pedo, that's vegan bakery. If you're not one, it's a vegan baker, and he uses peas and bakes it into the dough. So that's a pedo baker. So, and green peas is part of a lot of vegan protein powder too. Okay. So it's like a vegan baker. I wasn't running vegan pastry island, okay? Like the Willy Wonka and the chocolate factory, only like meets vegan bakery. So it's it's a point. And it has henchmen and like only minors get taken to the island or something like that. So it has a point. The point is this. I was thinking I might get taken out in there. And I had to be concerned about that. Robert Baker is a person who's targeted me for the same gang stalking persecution program that I've seen target me in other ways that landed me in the psych ward. And he claims in his recent video that like he's concerned about going to sleep because he thinks he might not wake up because of his sleep apnea. And who's that? The person I've been saying, this guy has been targeting me for this program that has been doing all those things I've read about. Got me in a psych ward I had to go to, not know if I'm going to wake up tomorrow and they might murder me here. And I had a real hard time. Now, he might be lying. I don't trust him. So
and I've been having a hard time breathing because they spray chemicals. After told me for my knees, I got allergic, like multiple chemical acquired sensitivity MCAS. And now the problem uses perfume to attack. We're saying I'm about to go outside, descend a fly market, this symptom into accident, drop some cologne in the elevator right before I enter it. Things like this. And to like make it a little bit harder to breathe, to provoke an allergic reaction. That's level of target's chemical warfare. So unless he's lying and try to get me, manipulate me to get me to not work really hard to expose him as a person, work for the program and a deep state pub, be like, oh, I'm satisfied, the guy looks like he got in trouble, leave him alone or something like this. It's like, I'm already in prison or something like this, okay? Then the cops come to arrest me. I'm already in prison, guys. Okay, oh, sorry, okay, we came to take you to prison. Yeah, I'm already in it. Okay, and he like leave or somebody. So it's like, well, here's the point. So anyway, here's the point. Okay, we're gonna take the prison. Psych! I'm already in it. And they go like, oh, okay. He's already in prison, says. No, they're not gonna fall for that. So here's the point. I would be surprised if he's like making things up for some reason. So anyways, the point. I'm a Christian taught in the video. I called out Stop by the Feds Lisa. Stop by the Feds Lisa is a fake TIA counterintelligence agent. And I called it. I don't remember if it was the Rumble stream or YouTube. It's like, I'm analyzing her game. She's a fake TIA counterintelligence agent. One of my she's like, I wonder what like her next music will be. Like, I wouldn't be surprised she comes out as a, she works to be up a platform, and then she's gonna like come out with a direct end weapon, crazy talk, stuff like this. And I looked at Instagram. Sure enough, yeah, I'm totally with the direct end weapons with my car. See? I must be psychic. I'm the special type of schizo that can predict the future. See? That's the schizo that can see the future and sees reality better than most people. Which is why he can show you the truth in a plain view. And Mike is a special type of crazy, type of person that's so crazy they can predict the future with the pattern recognition and discernment level. So yeah, I curse the rogue in the name of the Lord. May evil haunt him, physically and spiritually. And may evil befall him. May God attack him. May the angel of the Lord persecute him. Make his way dark and slippery. I pray that God will fight against him for having fought against me. Take hold of shield and buckler and stand up for my help. So, Psalm 109 and Psalm 35 are imprecatory warfare passages in the Bible used for spiritual warfare and cursing my enemies before. And sometimes it looks to me like it works, like it takes. Not at times like it didn't take yet, I'm still waiting. Pray more, understand? And I have to go to, it's like, do I have to get like a wand or something like this that has like a crystal in it and like a wizard outfit to make these curses to work? So what is missing? Do I have to get like a staff? Like, oh, shall not pass! Like this. Cancel! Joe Rogan, cancel Joe Rogan, cancel! Something like is it like, can you see? Like a cancel or something like that. They have like a staff to go like this. Anyways, the point. It's kind of like the budget curses right now. There's no like bells and whistles. They're like the frizzle curses. With the frizzles, and you have like a light show and smoke and a special outfit for the cursing people. It's just a general, like run of the mill, just Joe Rogan. So anyways, the point. Now, I have seen where it looks like God deals with pastors that have told me for the program. Marty Richling, one of them, who shortly after starting to target me in his videos for the gang stalking program, the same way they do the Bible Church, Raphael Khan and the Woods have done. Shortly after that, he got in trouble and had a lot of bad things happening to him. Reap what you sow. And I've seen other Christians too. So here's the thing. Lost children of Satan like Joe Rogan, he that has the Son hath life, he that has not the Son shall not see life, but the wrath of God abide on him. The children of Satan like Joe Rogan, wicked children of Satan. God's will is for them to get saved and get right with God. God is not willing that any man should perish. He's long-suffering.
Yeah, so anyway, here's the point. I'm a tall individual. I'm not going to get bogged down in the details. I'm a Christian and a tall individual, which means I'm a persecuted Christian because gang stalking tall individuals is persecution. It's a secret persecution program. What is a secret? Yeah, because 99.99% of people, if I tell them about God, that's not real. So it's something that is true, but to most people it's not, which means it's a secret. It's unknown to most people. So, yeah, I don't like hearing Joe Rogan how he talked about Christians and believers in his recent video. And Mr. Joe Rogan, you goddamn hypocrite. Joe Rogan is a shill. He's a deep state puppet. He talked about, freedom of speech. Interesting. When I've been making videos, Joe Rogan exposed, I always get hate speech strikes on those videos. Why did I get, 2 or 3 videos pulled by YouTube? And it seems like a curse that every time I make Joe Rogan exposed, flip-flop on 9/11, hate speech, the video is gone within like 2 weeks for hate speech. Like Joe Rogan says shit, flip-flop on 9/11, and then whatever else I get into. Pulled. Another video called Joe Rogan 4+ years ago. No, 3+ for sure. Joe Rogan is a shill, deep state puppet shill. Shills for like the alien deception. Hate speech got deleted by YouTube. So it looks like Mike SAHA going after these puppet shills is a problem to them. And it's like Mike is making videos exposing Joe Rogan, just hate speech of his video, the movies. Why did I get 2 videos pulled when I was exposing Joe Rogan as a shill? Pulled for hate speech. Mr. Freedom of Speech. I would be surprised if Joe was so fucking dumb. He like reported himself from his like official account or something like this. Okay. I had the same thing happen once when I made a video on Robert Baker. Robert Baker exposed, he's a dirtbag kind of video. And it's like the video just disappears. And it eventually concentrates. It's like weird stuff. Now YouTube is not the only game in town. You need to be with my Rumble channel. I got a Rumble, Critical Mass Mike on Rumble. So I'm getting fed up with talking right now. I'm gonna finish up live trading session. It's 21, 16, 17, 16 and a half. 21, 16 and a half in Sweden. Okay. Why you don't believe me? Yeah, so beware of the wrong is a shield. If you watch this and not saved, you need to get saved. If you want to spend eternity in heaven and not hell, you need to get saved. And Joe Rogan and his buddy, Adam, whatever his name was, he had almost recently, they're talking about whatever happened to be a good person. The problem is, you don't go to heaven. True Christianity is not telling you to be a good person to go to heaven, or it's like, well, I'm being a Christian to be a good person. That's fake Christianity. Okay, the real Christianity is people like me tell you need to believe, not a work. For by grace I say, through faith, that not of yourself. It is a gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast, the Bible says. See, so a lot of people, they will try to diss Christians, as I am, and go like, well, yeah, these people are evil because it's like they need to believe in God to keep themselves in check or something like this. No, I believe the gospel to save myself from hell. Now I'm a Christian, no matter if I want to be or not. See, I'm a child of God. I believe the gospel to save myself from hell, the lake of fire, see. I didn't want to have burn pain for eternity. So I believe the gospel. And it's like, okay, I'm a child of God, I'm a Christian. I hate it or love it. And it's like God's going to treat me as a son now. And the more I sin, the more he chastens me. And I don't like being chastened. So it's in my best interest to you deal with reality. See, the truth, if you're a Christian, God is not actively involved in your life. And if you sin, God will go and discipline like a father spanks his child. If Rogan had a 12-year-old son who comes home, the cops come home to Rogan. We got your kid here. He was shoplifting. He got 6 Snickers in his pocket. And we got him. And like, here's the videotape of him going up with his Snickers bars. Okay. And he goes, good job, son. That would be a bad father.
Now, if Drogon goes, and I'm not saying that people should spank the children. I could probably get a strike if I did. Now, here's the point. It's like what is legal in your state and things like this. But I believe morally that parents should discipline the children. Okay. And we live in a world now where most people are narcissistic and a lot of them didn't get spanked as children. Okay. A lot of people are narcissistic and antisocial and stuff. And the same type of people didn't get spanked by their parents. I got spanked by my parents. I'm not a narcissist. Okay. So here's the point. Yeah, so do you understand? That's how God deals with me as a Christian. Not like as punishment or like sadistically. I just like hurting my children. No, if Drogon has kids and his 12-year-old comes home, the calls take on, we got your children, your son was chocolate, we got 6 Snickers bars in his pants when we got him. And then he goes, okay, takes him in and goes, hey, good job, son. Next time get 12 or something like this. You need to up your level or something like this. That would be bad for her. Now if he goes and it's like, here's for stealing today, he spanks his buttocks. That's something that could make his son, maybe 12 is a little bit too high, but his point, be like, yeah, it's like, I did something bad and I'm feeling a negative consequence. Cause and effect. Doing antisocial behavior equals pain. I'm not going to be a psychopath now. Okay. So here's the point. Okay. So here's the point. Yeah. So anyways, the point. That's how God treats his children. So I didn't get saved. It's like I need to become a Christian to not be a cannibalistic monster or something. Because if I'm not a Christian, I'll be out here ripping people's faces off like a chimp and like gnawing their balls off or something like this, setting them on fire or something like this. No, I got saved by seeing that I'm a bad person on my way to hell. Okay, see? And I believe the gospel. And now I'm a Christian and I'll be treated by God as a child of God. So now here's the thing, it's not just that you're doing it to avoid problems, like if you're trying to keep your sin in check and improve. It's like that you have a new nature. So your new spiritual you is going to be desiring different things. Anyway, here's the point. I got to finish up. If you're not a Christian, I recommend becoming a Christian before it's too late. As long as you're alive, it's not too late. And some people teach that people cross a point where they can't get saved. That's not true. I don't hold to that. As long as people are alive, they can be saved. If not, it's pointless to preach the gospel to people. People are all meant to be saved. God wants all men to be saved. And I hold that view applies to all men that are alive. See, God wants all men to be saved. Any man that's alive right now, God's will for them is for them to get saved. The issue is if people choose to or not. So I gotta finish up. This could be on the video. I'm starting to get cold here.